Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Glad to be here.
Today, we're really digging into a fascinating text. It challenges some core ideas about reality, suggesting our whole universe might be, well, like a dream, or maybe just a thought to its creator.
It really does. It pushes you to think way beyond our usual assumptions about existence.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So our mission today is to sort of unpack what this source reveals about God, time, space, the whole big picture.
It's a journey, for sure. The text asks you to really question what we mean by real.
Absolutely. That idea of something being beyond our grasp is, well, it's central, isn't it? So where does the text start? What's the first big concept it throws at us?
Well, it starts with what it calls eternal infinity in the original.
Okay, eternal infinity.
Right, and it's crucial to understand this isn't just like our time or space stretched out forever.
Yeah.
No, it's presented as a completely different dimension, a state where only God exists, totally complete, beyond any limits we can even imagine. And the text is clear. For creatures like us, this eternal infinity, it just can't be fully known. It's God's realm, fundamentally.
So a completely separate, unknowable reality where God is.
Oh.
That's quite the starting point. How then does it talk about our world, our reality?
It draws a really sharp contrast. Our world is the created realm.
The created realm.
This realm exists strictly, within time and space. We are bound by that. We live inside those limits.
Right, that makes sense. Time and space define our experience.
Exactly. But here's where it gets really interesting. The text describes God's perspective on this created realm.
How so?
It says that for God, all of time, past, present, future, it all exists at once, like right now. The concept of now for God encompasses everything.
All of time happening now. It's hard to wrap your head around.
It is, and it goes further.
Yeah.
The source suggests that maybe, from God's perspective, our entire reality, this whole time-space universe, might be something like a dream, or maybe just a thought, or get this, even a drop of water.
A drop of water.
Wow.
Yeah.
That image. It really puts things in perspective, doesn't it? It makes our world feel, well, small in a way, but also maybe precious.
It's definitely humbling.
So speaking of the divine interacting with this drop of water, the text mentions the second God having a specific role within our created realm. What's that about?
That's a really critical part of the narrative. The text explains the second God, the creator fetcher, actually entered into our time and space.
As a creature.
As a creature, yes. Specifically to complete the act of creation and, importantly, to completely eliminate sin from this realm.
Eliminate sin entirely. Okay, so there's a purpose, an end goal for this interaction. Where does the text say this leads? What's the ultimate destiny it describes?
It points towards a very specific outcome. It actually references 1 Corinthians 15, verses 24 to 28. It says, the second God will rule until every enemy, even death itself, is destroyed.
Until death is gone.
Right.
Yeah.
And then everything is handed over to the first God, the ultimate point being that God becomes all in all.
All in all. Which signifies, not just getting rid of sin, but the completion of free will for creatures so that sin isn't even a possibility anymore within this finished creation.
That's profound, the completion of free will itself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, something you touched on earlier, and it seems like a recurring theme in the text. This idea of our limited understanding. It keeps coming back, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It constantly emphasizes that as creatures stuck here in time and space, our perception is inherently limited.
We can only see what we're allowed to see, essentially.
Pretty much. We can only perceive what the Creator allows within these boundaries.
Yep.
We fundamentally cannot grasp realities outside of time and space.
So even our concepts like existence or non-existence,
Yeah.
they might not apply the same way outside our bubble.
Exactly. Those are our terms tied to our reality. The text highlights this beautifully. Our reality is obviously real to us. We experience it.
Okay.
But whether it's real in the same sense to God, who is outside it all, that's something the text suggests is beyond our knowing. We're inside that drop of water, looking out.
It's definitely an invitation to intellectual humility, I suppose.
I think so. Recognizing the sheer scale of what we don't and maybe can't know.
Right. So reflecting on all this, we've covered the vastness of eternal infinity, our own contained time-space existence, this idea of it maybe being like a dream to God, and the divine plan for finishing creation. It's a lot to take in.
It really is. Deep concepts.
So to maybe leave our listeners with something to really chew on, what's the big takeaway thought here?
Well, building on that idea we discussed, if, as the text proposes, our entire time-space reality could be akin to a dream or a thought for the creator,
Yeah.
what does that truly suggest about the nature of everything we perceive as solid, as tangible, as real? And maybe even more profoundly, what does the sheer scale of that concept tell us about the mind, the being, that could conceive of it all?
That's a powerful question to ponder. What is real, and what does this immensity imply about the source?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for joining us on this mind-expanding deep dive.
Always a pleasure.
It definitely gives you something to think about. Thanks for listening. Keep reflecting, and we'll catch you next time.